A chill ran down my spine as I reached into my pocket and realized my phone was missing. The night had been filled with laughter and loud music, but now a sense of dread washed over me. I stepped away from my friends and started calling my phone. The first attempt rang through to voicemail. On the second call, someone picked up. I said hello, with my voice shaky, but silence answered me, punctuated only by the sound of heavy breathing. My heart pounded in my chest. I asked again if someone was there, but the line went dead. Resigned to the fact that my phone was gone, I tried to push the strange encounter out of my mind and rejoined my friends. We partied until late, but a creeping unease followed me home. When I finally returned to my apartment, I headed straight for the bathroom, wanting to wash away the night before collapsing into bed. And on that moment, my hand froze on the door handle as I saw it. My phone, sitting right there on the bathroom counter. I lived alone and no one else had a key. My blood ran cold as I realized the implications. To this day, I'm sure someone had been in my apartment while I was out. I work as the night receptionist at a university campus. It's a quiet job, mostly filled with monitoring late-night student arrivals and handling occasional emergencies. But one night, something happened that still haunts me. Around midnight, I received a call from a male student living on the ground floor. His voice was shaky. He claimed he could hear children crying in the basement beneath his apartment. My initial thought was that he was either high, drunk, or just playing a prank. Still, I alerted campus security, and together we went to check the basement. When we arrived, the sound of loud music and laughter greeted us. A party was buzzing. We attributed the students' call to the chaos and didn't think much of it. The basement, after all, looked just like any other, dark, dusty, and slightly unsettling, but ultimately normal. We found nothing unusual and dismissed the incident. A week later, another call came in. This time, it was a female student, also from the ground floor. She was frantic, claiming she had heard a child crying in the basement all night. Her description matched the previous report exactly. The cries were faint, echoing through the vents, and filled with a sorrow that chilled her to the bone. What made it eerie was that she had no connection to the first caller. Again, we investigated. The basement was as creepy as basements go, but there were no signs of children or anything out of the ordinary. The concrete walls, flickering lights, and scattered storage boxes were unchanged. Despite our thorough search, we found nothing. The students who reported the crying moved out shortly after, unable to handle the disturbing sounds they swore they heard. To this day, no one knows what was causing the cries. Some say it's the echo of a tragic past event, while others believe it's a sinister presence that lingers in the dark corners of the campus. All I know is that every night I work the reception, I can't shake the feeling that something is waiting down there in the basement. My friends and I had gathered by the lake to celebrate summer's end. The cool breeze, the water under the moonlight, and the distant sounds of nature made it perfect. We laughed, shared stories, and enjoyed the carefree moments. The lake looked inviting. One by one, we decided to take a dip. The water was cool and refreshing, but then Alex started acting strange. He claimed the water burned him. We all laughed it off, thinking it was just one of Alex's jokes. The water felt perfectly fine to us, but despite our reassurances, Alex insisted something was wrong. His usually laughing face was now filled with genuine fear. Even complaining, Alex took a deep breath and dove into the lake. We cheered thinking he was just being dramatic. But as seconds turned into minutes, our cheers faded into silence. Alex wasn't coming up. We thought he was just trying to scare us. We called out his name, but there was no response. Panic set in. We dove in, searching frantically, hoping to find any sign of Alex. But he was gone, vanished without a trace. The water, which had seemed so inviting, now felt cold and unwelcoming. The police arrived with their flashlights and boats, scouring every inch of the lake, but they found nothing. It was as if Alex had been swallowed by the darkness beneath the surface. Days turned into weeks. The search continued, but Alex never turned up. His disappearance left a void, a haunting mystery that gnawed at our minds. We tried to move on, but the questions lingered, unanswered and unsettling. I'm a professional photographer, and I've captured countless weddings, but one in particular left an unsettling mark on me. It was held in the underground level of an old building, a choice I found peculiar. The couple and their family gave off strange vibes, but I dismissed it as nerves and the oddity of the venue. The night was lively, with everyone enjoying the festivities. I took hundreds of photos, capturing smiles, dances, and joyful moments. The next day, as I sat down to edit the photos, I noticed something odd. In several pictures, a strange, blurry figure appeared behind the subjects, as if someone was running extremely fast. Initially, I thought it was a bug or a trick of the light. But as I continued reviewing the photos, the figure was consistently present. It was not a shadow or a simple camera glitch. The shape was indistinct but humanoid, always lurking in the background. I couldn't shake the feeling of unease. Why was this figure in so many photos? I considered various possibilities. Was it just a trick of the camera, or had I captured something beyond our understanding? That wedding remains a mystery, one that I carry with me, always questioning what truly happened in the shadows of that old building. In 1985, a town was rocked by the brutal murder of the Powell twins, Rebecca and Rachel. Known for their close bond and striking resemblance, the 16-year-old girls were last seen leaving a friend's birthday party on a foggy November night. The next morning, their bodies were found in the woods just outside town, posed identically, hands clasped as if in prayer. The crime scene baffled investigators. There were no signs of a struggle, no footprints, or evidence leading to a suspect. The twins had died from identical stab wounds to the heart. The precision of the murder suggested a killer with intimate knowledge of anatomy, but the motive remained unclear. As the investigation unfolded, dark secrets about the family emerged. Their father, Dr. Henry Powell, was a well-respected surgeon, with a reputation for perfectionism and a rumored temper. Neighbors whispered about his strict and obsessive control over his daughters. However, without concrete evidence, he was never charged. Years passed, and the case grew cold. The townspeople believed the truth died with the twins. Some speculated about a ritualistic killing, while others suspected a personal vendetta against the family. On the anniversary of their deaths, candles are still lit at the edge of the woods, casting long shadows and keeping the memory of Rebecca and Rachel alive.